Okay, athletes, in the last couple of lives, you have seen where I will just leave the work and without saying any instruction, without any sort of supportive commentary or anything else like that. And it's not because I'm not being supportive, it's because I want you guys to be able to be in the silence, acknowledge that silence, and hear yourself. When we say mind, body, and soul, okay, we know our body's doing something. We know we've mentally kind of focused and prepared to get into it, but sometimes that silence is something deeper. And it can be a really interesting place to get yourself to have that real talk with yourself, to dig down, to hear your voice tell you that either you can or you can't. This is a breaking point for a lot of people. So when we finished out, I said, what's that like? Because what I wanted you guys to do is take what we all know is a moment of silence. And a moment of silence is always in recognition for something or somebody that has passed or something that has gone on that was shape shifting, if not for an individual, but for a culture, for an entire walk, for history, you name it. So there are times that we see it, and we see moments of silence like at a ball game or for something. There's always something where there's a moment of silence, and that's a respectable thing to do. But why not have that moment of silence in the moment, in that moment? Let that moment be silent. So you can look back at that and say, I just shifted my life into a place, from a place that I hadn't been before. I really got down into it. I really got into something. And if you want to use the reference like killing something off, then that was the version of you that didn't know that you could do it. Or that was the version that you hadn't really even tried something like this before. A lot of times we are constantly evolving, peeling the layers off, killing something off, however you want to put it, growing, evolving, ascending. Those are all words that and descriptions that you guys would know what I'm talking about. So when we're talking about that moment of silence, let that moment be in the actual moment, not just a reflective moment, but the actual moment that it's happening. Live in that moment and be silent in that moment. Sometimes we don't need the ear pods in. We don't need the music. We don't need somebody yelling at us or trying to, come on, you got this. Sometimes you just shh and just listen to yourself changing. Just listen. It's through your breath. It's through your held breath. It's through sometimes the whimpering sound I've heard many athletes, myself included, make, where it's just you're grunting through it and things like that. That's life. That is life. It's not simulated, music that somebody produced in a studio to be pitch perfect. It doesn't sound perfect. Sometimes it sounds like distress. Sometimes it sounds like letting off steam. It sounds like I don't know, addressing a trauma or something like that. I've heard so many different sounds, so many different phrases, statements when people are just absolutely in that moment and it's silent and they're just letting things out. It's natural, guys. It is natural. So it's a short message, but I hope that it makes sense, and I hope that you guys start to practice your last set. Try with your last set and just be in that moment when you are exhausted, when you know that there's one left. Sit in that silence. Get yourself right up to the edge of the cliff and then just sit in the silence. That moment of silence, you're going to recognize it afterwards as well, because you're going to be proud of what you accomplished. But in that moment, you are going through it, and you get to recognize all the things that are possible that you can accomplish. So I'm going to leave it at that. But I hope this helps. And if you guys have an ace up the sleeve, please leave it in the comment. ACE is advice, comment, experience. But in the meantime, I hope this finds everybody in your place, pursuit or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. And guys, this is the Impact Athletics Association. And you already know, HWPO, and that means hard work pays off. We'll see you guys soon. Oh, you know what? Subscriptions and videos. So stick around.